Now, 10 minutes I will give you for questions. Question and answers. After that, I will lead you on meditation. Yes.
Chapter 3, Canto 1, verse 3, it talks about the wise seeker washing off his samskaras. How do we do that before we've totally identified with Atman?
Sanskaras means the impressions of our lifetimes stored in the unconscious mind. And they are on various levels. Unconscious mind is not at all known by the ordinary people. A little part of mind, which is called conscious mind, that we use, cultivate, culture, educate in our daily life during waking state. The portion of mind that is used by us during waking state is called conscious mind. Yet, that small part of mind, after doing and after all this we do in our daily life, is not under our control. The totality of mind, including conscious and unconscious both, is directed by those who know how to purify the mind. Purifying mind means when you learn to sit and then learn to deal with your breath, then you learn to handle your conscious mind by allowing yourself to let go, by learning to face all the sanskaras mentally and allow them to let go. There is one yogic practice which is used for this. Between your crown chakra, which is called Sahasrara chakra, and Agya chakra, there is a chakra which is called in Sanskrit Trikuti. Brikuti is this space between the two eyebrows, which is called Agya chakra. Both sides, medically, there are two sandy glands. And when you concentrate, those sandy glands secrete. And they form a sort of lens for you. This is medical explanation. And you can see far and beyond that you have been seeing. Your eyes become telescopic, both outside and inside. There is no telescope that helps you seeing within, but this telescope does. Those who are yogis can see things far and beyond ordinary reach. Above this chakra, this Agya chakra which I am talking to you, what is called Trinetra or sixth sense here. I don't know from where they buy these chakras. This is Agya chakra. Now, it's a tendency of mind, after analyzing mind and its tendency, we found out mind refuses to be in the circle. It can meditate on it rightly, on the square, on the triangle, but doesn't like to be within the circle. Because it is unruly, it is not trained. It is not disciplined. Once mind is disciplined here, name is Agya Chakra. A means little, Gya means knowledge. That which you consider knowledge is not accepted knowledge as far as Paravidya or knowledge beyond or supreme knowledge is concerned. Actually, when you start meditating on this, whatever glimpse you receive, that little glimpse you receive, that is called knowledge. This is called gateway to the city of life. You see. From here you see various colors of lights. Lights mingled with different colors. All the colors have been given by sun. Those colors come to your vision from the elements, tattvas, of your body. Earth, fire, water, air, space, you see. So many a times, those students who are not aware of this fact and those who are not acquainted with these visionary lights think that they are from the Supreme Self. No. You close your eyes and sometimes you will find blue color light, sometimes white, sometimes golden. Every light represents a particular tattva in your body, element. When that element is predominant, that kind of light you see. All the time you cannot see one and the same light. So a student is asked not to be bothered by these illusions, but watch. Such as, I want to see clean blue Italian sky, and I see clouds. I wait for the clouds to pass. My aim is to see the light. So don't get confused by the lights that you see in the beginning. Actually, a student should learn to make his abode in complete darkness in the beginning. He should not try to see anything. Impressions of these lights, external lights, are stored in our unconscious mind. And whenever such impression comes forward, it will give us a vision. Such visions come from our mental level and they are not leading. A teacher who is competent and experienced tells you not to be led by those experiences which are from superficial level. Now, when you are dealing with the conscious mind, which is a small but a small part of the totality of your mind, then naturally, like this finger, if you catch hold of this finger of mine and pull it, my whole being will become active, because it's a part of the whole. When you are dealing with conscious mind, the whole unconscious mind will become active. And it will come forward to help the conscious mind. Whole unconscious becomes active, so you should not worry that in few days' time, 10 days, 15 days, or 1 month, or 1 year's time, you see, you get more agitated than you are now. Many of you complain that during meditation, instead of having peace, you are disturbed more. Suppose you have a boyfriend whom you have forgotten. Now you are married. You don't want to remember him. You don't love him. But that impression is still stored in the unconscious mind. When you sit down, that will come forward and disturb you. For that, you need first to understand a principle called Sankalp Shakti. In all ceremonies and rituals, first thing that is determination. In Sankalpa, what say you remember first? I am such and such, I come from such and such Gotra, I am son of such and such, this is my lineage. You remember all this. You remember all about yourself. Then you decide that today I will meditate. And I will see that no disturbance comes. Now I see you here. You are not disturbing me. Your faces are beautiful. But if I close my eyes and again I see you mentally, that is called disturbance. Why? Because my attitude is not right. You should have right attitude when you meditate. First thing is Sankalp Shakti, determination. Second point comes attitude. No matter what happens, I will be not disturbed. Whatever happens. Teachers often, test their students after some times. You see. By bringing a snake, something, they do something so that they see whether you have attained something or not. Determination. Determination has three confirmation. I can do it. I have to do it. And I will do it. And there should not be vikalpa in it. There should not be change in it. Those who have the confirmation every day but they go against it, they weaken their willpower. Willpower means concentrated mind. Concentrated mind creates an aura that is called willpower. These preliminaries, if not properly understood, practiced, meditation becomes impossible. You see. Preparation of meditation is important, more important than meditation. Even for prayer, even for contemplation. I am explaining all three schools, and the fourth is constant japa in your daily life, which is called meditation in action. The purpose of scriptures is to make you aware again and again that there is absolute truth, one reality beneath all this diversity. There is only one truth. Oh man, unless you attain that truth, you become constantly aware of that truth, you will be not free from duality. And as long as you live in dual plane, there will be space. This will be always afraid of this. But if there is only one, who will be afraid of whom? Dvitiya dve bhayam bhavati. Why are you afraid? You are afraid. You are insecure because you think that there is someone apart from you, a different something that is existent. So teachings say there is only one absolute, indestructible, immeasurable, and infinite truth, without second. So no compromise in between, whatever you receive. See, suppose you are going to fetch medicine for your ailing mother. On the way, somebody gives you $200. $200, $500 has some worth. But your purpose of fetching medicine is lost. Here, world offers you charms, temptations and attractions. You have to go through this dense forest, tropical forest of attraction, charms and temptations. Later on you will meet, you will see the flower of spirituality blooming, which has got eternal fragrance. And you will be free. And you should be free in this lifetime. It should not be postponed for next life. So when you learn to meditate here, make a center. When your teacher gives you a focal point. Mainly there are 3-4 focal points teacher prescribes. On the nail to those who are not healthy. It's important for you to have physical and mental health for this journey. To take up this voice of the unknown, you see. And for preparing yourself for the unknown, you have to equip yourself with these qualities which you already have. But you are not aware that these qualities will lead you to the unknown. When you sit down and learn to be still, I am going to give you a schedule now. After I have other questions, I will give you. Come on, do you have any questions? Yes.
Swamiji, I'm trying to understand the nature of insanity.
That word insanity is never understood by anyone. Even insane cannot understand insane. For ordinary people it is insanity. I'll tell you something. Once I visited an asylum in India. So one of the lawyers was forcibly kept in the asylum. In that home there were 5-6 brothers and all had the best position. One was judge, another was magistrate, another was police DIG. This was younger brother and he was a lawyer, so he started questioning his share. He said, I want my share. And they did not want to give him anything. So they declared that he was insane. There I met him. He said, are you a Swami? I said, of course. He said, I want to ask you a question. You people recommend this japa, Lord, 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 all the time. I said, He said, this is insanity. I said, why? He said, Lord is your father? I said, yes. He said, if you go to your father and all the time say, Father, 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 what do you gain? Are you not sure that he is your father? And when you are very sure you are in front of your father, you don't say Father, 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 Father. Whole day remembering, repeating your mantra. That was some food for my thought. Japa does not mean mere reciting or murmuring or muttering or remembering your mantra, but creating a groove in your mind which is deeper than the grooves that create conflicts and turmoil in your mind. So that it becomes habit. That which is very difficult to break is habit pattern. Because of the sanskaras. Repeatedly, you have been storing certain impressions which create a habit pattern for you. That is your personality and that is your character. And you try to break it, you try to prevent, you try to stop thoughts coming from that avenue. No, that's not right to do. If you empty this glass, even then it is not emptied. Suppose there is no water. Do you think it's empty? It's not. There is air in it. It will be emptied when you put fresh water in it. You need to change the grooves of your mind, because habit patterns have created new grooves for you. So from those grooves you have to lead your mind to new grooves. That's why you remember something again and again and again, so that you create new grooves. It is universally accepted that japa and dhyana, you see, remembering a syllable, a sound, a mantra, set of words, no matter from which tradition, Christian, Jews, Buddhist, Sufis, Hindu, you see, Sikh, any tradition it comes, is used as a mantra to discipline the mind so that mind starts purifying itself. Such a purified mind does not create obstacles and makes you aware of certain levels of your life which are unfathomable at present in day-to-day life, in ordinary life. You can easily purify your unconscious mind, the reservoir, the basement, the back mind, where you store the merits and demerits of your lifetime, by allowing them to come forward. Not using introspection, but allowing to relax your conscious mind. If I am paying attention towards this, no matter what, I am not paying attention towards you. Your movement, your sitting, whatever you do is not disturbing me. So when you have a point, focal point, then your mind from here, there and everywhere automatically is concentrated on this. Above this chakra, there is one chakra that is called Trikuti. It's called Guru chakra. Guru means knowledge. Gu means darkness, Ru means light. That light which dispels the darkness of ignorance is called Guru. Guru is not a human being. It's knowledge. One who gives, through whom knowledge flows, is also called Guru. But actually Guru means knowledge. There is a cavity here, and there is a fire. That fire needs to be evoking. It is evoked by your desire of attaining spirituality. Remember, when the scriptures say you should not have desire, you should not have desire for the lower world. You should have definitely strengthened desire for the higher world. You see, you should not have desires who create obstacles for you. You should have desires who lead you and help you. At least do not create obstacles. That desire should be strengthened. It should be very powerful desire. It should be prominent desire. It should be dominant desire, domineering desire in your life. So when the student knows how to sit, then knows how to coordinate, how to have serene breath so that it does not create obstacles. If you are not breathing well, you cannot meditate. If you are sitting not well, you cannot meditate. But if you sit well, it will be not obstacle. If you know how to breathe in a serene way, it will be not obstacle for mind. Then comes conscious mind. When conscious mind comes, here the teacher tells you to meditate here. Not here, but here. You see. I am going to tell you something more today. Those who are meditators will pick up, those who are not, for them it's nothing. You see. So they meditate on this. Here they evoke the fire. In this fire they allow all the impressions, sanskara, to come forward from the basement, from the unconscious, and give oblation to this fire. This is also called yajna. This is a great yajna, offering all the oblations, all thoughts there. Now, once you have offered this thought, suppose that thought comes again, you know, I have offered this thought to the fire of knowledge. It will not disturb. That's why meditational therapy is deeper than all the therapies a human being can imagine, design, and teach and profess. After you have done for some time, any thought that comes, you offer that thought to this fire. Any thought that disturbs you. Simply you have to be alert, a thought is coming. It is offered here. As a student puts all the problems of his life in front of his teacher and he has to deal with it. He has to tell you how to deal with that problem. Here, Guru within you, the light within you deals with all the problems. It deals better than the living Guru outside. The purpose of living Guru outside is to make you aware of the Guru within you. You need to practice that. That is way of purifying the mind, unconscious mind, in meditation. As fire purifies the gold, unconscious mind and entire reservoir, the storehouse can be purified by offering all that I have stored within to the fire of knowledge. By saying, Om Guruve Namaha. Nama means Namam, nothing belongs to me, everything belongs to the whole light of light. When nothing belongs to me, what right do I have to offer? So far I was under the impression and notion that all these thoughts were mine. I am free. They are not mine. The question comes, what is the difference between ordinary man and a sage? Both think, they both have food, they both eat, they both go to bathroom. What is the difference? The difference is, a sage does not allow thought to remain in his mind, to dwell in the mind. Suppose you say to a sage, you stupid man. He will say, am I stupid? If I am stupid, let me thank this person. He's making me aware so that I have opportunity to purify myself. One point. If I am not stupid, why should I care for this stupid man and accept that thought in my mind? In both ways, he is benefited. But ordinary mind will come and hit you with knock you down. Why? He is completely controlled by somebody's suggestion Somebody says, stupid. You have accepted this. You are stupid. That's why you are imbalanced. A student should take all the things coming to him in that light. Is it beneficial for me, what I hear? Is it beneficial for me or not? So first thing, the prayer seal. For what is a prayer? Upanishadic prayer, one of you should say. Come on. Bhadram karnevi shruniyam adeva. I hear, first thing, I hear those words which are not only mere pleasant words. In the Upanishadic literature, there are two words. One is called pleasant, another is called good. A pleasant is not good and a good is not pleasant. As darkness is not light and light is not darkness, there cannot be compromise between the two. You see, there cannot be compromise between karma and knowledge. So first thing you should hear, not the only pleasant but good, that pleasant which contains good. You see, you should learn to understand what is pleasant and what is not pleasant. Sometimes a teacher's instruction is very unpleasant. You don't like to follow it. You see, you like to follow the winds of your mind and senses. And teacher says, no, that's not good. You see, we have gone through that instructions, you know. There was a time, once in my life, a very great old Swami was teaching us Brahma Sutram. So he was explaining the time. And he said, this time I am going to demonstrate time so that you understand what time is, what space is, what causation is. I know you will not believe it. For 7 days we did not know where we were. 8th day we came out and it was something great for us. 8th day. He said, what is the time today now? What date is today? I said, my Lord, it's 1 week later. He said, that is called time. You can annihilate time in meditation only. Because your mind broods either on the past experiences or on the future imaginations. Your mind does not know how to be here and now, which is part of eternity. You can annihilate time, space, you see. By seeing only one in all, you can annihilate that space, and then you can annihilate time, and you can annihilate causation too. In meditation you can do that. It's a wonderful dream that you consciously create. But that dream makes you aware of the reality. Other dreams are distorted because of the suppressions and impressions you have stored in the mind, and there was no let out in conscious state, during waking state. So at night when you gave rest to your conscious mind, they came forward. They are called dreams. But this is a conscious dream which materializes, which helps you becoming not only creative, becoming aware of your real nature. You should know enough about the word meditation. You have known about the scriptures. Finally, scriptures say, after teaching If you from the very beginning, if you in the beginning hear this, that Swami said, it is of no use reading scriptures, and no use having a teacher, and no use learning the scriptures. That's not what scripture says. Scripture says, after studying all the scriptures, having all the knowledge, says, Naya Atma Balhinene Labhyo. The kingdom of the Lord, which is within you, cannot be attained by weak. Remember, first point is, who is weak? The more fears you have, the more weak you are. The more fears you have, the more weak you are. A man who is studying the path of light, Atma, should not have fears. It's a disaster on the path. You see. Balhinene labhyo. First thing, you have to earn. You have to become Arjuna. When Arjuna became impotent, what Krishna did? Krishna brought him back to his original self, saying, this is not the time for you to leave your bow and arrow. Get up, you Arjuna, you are warrior, and fight. How, sir? How can I fight with my grandfather, forefather? How can I fight with my guru? How can I fight with my cousins? I will kill them. It is better for me to retire, beg alms, and live in the forest dwellings as a Swami in sannyasam. You see. And he had a point. But Krishna said, no, they are there standing to kill you, to destroy you. You will not exist. See, when you will not exist, who will have these relatives and friends and these people standing in front of you? If Guru is there to fight with you, you should also be prepared, because Guru taught you to fight. He said. He did not insert a new knowledge, he brought him back to his original self. When you are depressed, become negative with your own thinking process, you cripple that vigor and you flatten like a ball of clay, and then do not jump again. You need something. The Upanishad says, Nayatma Balhinena Labhyo. Balhin means weak cannot attain. You need strength. What is that strength? You need to have muscle power, will lift the weight. No. Internal strength. Internal strength will come the more you purify your mind, the more your conscience says, you are doing right. Whatever you are doing right, you are right. You speak right, you think right, you do right. When there is coordination between your action and speech, between your speech and mind, when all these three are coordinated, then that is called right. If you think in your mind that it's not right and yet you do, this is called conflict. When you live in conflicts within and without, that life is torn into pieces. You cannot put that life together. Such a person, living in the world, remain insane. You are not allowed to do that. You need will, you need strength within. First thing. Namedhaya bahuna shudena. If you are sharpening your intellect to attain divinity, you can do it. It's very helpful to have external prosperity. But amidst this prosperity, amidst this light outside, there is darkness within. And we all know it. So that's why I said, human being today is going through a crisis, and perhaps it is silent revolution, a spiritual revolution. Because we all have to attain next step of civilization. Otherwise, we will be standing where we are without any movement, and that is called inert, being inert, inertia, source. Namedhaya na bahuna shutena. Too much of intellectual gymnasium is not going to help you to attain Atma. You will have to surrender that. Mind has no capacity to lead you to the better. Surrender that mind. Prepare your mind to be one-pointed and then surrender that one-pointed mind. Because you are not capable to surrender that mind which is scattered. You are not master of the mind. You have to be master of the mind. Because in the cycle of the universe, you got power to perform actions, you are master of your actions, but you have become slave of your actions, you have become slave of your mind, so you have accepted slavery in the external world and within yourself, you are a slave. No, you need to be free, you need to have freedom, you need to have fearlessness, you don't need to have any sort of bondage. You have bondages in the external world, karma, bondages of fears, self-created fears, bondages of avidya, ignorance, individual ignorance, and then bondage of maya, which is cosmic. You have to cross this mire of delusion created by yourself, by the nature, by your environment, which is also self-created. And you can do it. What the sages say? Unite all three forces: prayer, meditation and contemplation. These are three forces you have to unite. When you pray, you are two. Jivatma is praying, that bird which is eating the fruits, though identical, living on the same tree, that bird is praying to the other bird, looking at her. Praying means looking at her, being aware what the other bird is doing. What is that other bird doing? She is witnessing. She is not eating the fruits of the tree. What meditator should do? Learn to witness, not to get involved. In meditation, another point comes, how to witness. If you witness your thoughts coming, they will not hurt you. You get hurt, you see that this particular thought is injurious to you, particular other thought is good to you, other thought is not good and bad. You get involved, then you judge it. No. Just witness them, that's all. I am witness. I am not involving myself. That strength you have to increase first. With your sankalp shakti, with your determination every day, I will sit in meditation. No power on the earth can do it. I tell you, I enjoyed once fruits of my meditation. You see. My master told me one thing. No matter what happens, when you are in meditation, you are safe there. A person who dies, and if he dies during meditation, it's good for him. You see. So the yogis aspire to drop their body during that time, their meditation time. They are conscious of this fact. They practice meditation exactly the same time every day as Patanjali, the codifier of yoga science. So Tudirgha Kale Nairantariya Satkara Sevito Dridabhun. For a long time, as long as you live, that is a long time. Nairantariya means without any break. Today I meditate, I say 1 week I will enjoy without meditation. That is not meditation. Confucius said, if you miss your meditation one day, you are 1 year backwards. You see. So what I experienced, I was in Bombay, staying with a judge in a judge family, that's Kamal building. 3-4 times I went to Bombay and every time there was some disaster. You see. It's a city of disaster. So they had 2 sons, they both were college going, very good couple, very spiritual. There were 3 bedrooms, but 2 brothers used to live in one room. One was for the guest. Their mother was staying in the guest. One room was occupied by them. One room was given to me. These boys moved from that room to mother's room. So 2 cots were put together and I sat in one of the cots. In another cot I put my gown and everything. I was meditating at 12 o'clock. I take bath at night, always this is my habit, and then sit in meditation. Best time. No one to disturb, no sound from anywhere. I die for that time. Now I'm here. I always wait when the 12 o'clock will come. So I sat down in meditation. So I thought this, I felt that somebody is pushing me. My eyes were closed. So sometimes, many such sensations appear in the body. So I was pushed from one cot to another cot. Second time I was pushed back to the second cot. So that pushing was at least 2 feet. I opened my eyes. And I said, don't disturb me. I thought these people are pushing me. Actually, it was an earthquake. And whole of Bombay was shouting and screaming and everybody was running with the car. And there was no light anywhere. The house in which I was in, everybody was running and crying. I said, what's the matter? Earthquake. I closed my eyes again and started meditating. That which is going to happen is going to happen, Rama. And that which is not going to happen will not happen, Rama. Why are you worried? With this thought in mind, I closed my mind. I started meditating. The mother of the house said, what type of Swami is he? He doesn't care for our cries. I smiled. I said, nothing is going to happen. Remember God's name, They were searching key for their, locker. Someone was counting the notes, how much money they wanted to carry. Which things will be. Everything was precious there. Swami did not care for anything. I did not have anything. There was nothing for me to. I knew in meditation I am fully protected. That is a guarantee. My master guaranteed that. And anybody who meditates during that time is protected, that will be my guarantee. In other cases, I don't guarantee. Because I also did not receive guarantee. Many times I thought, I am telling you, when there was a ceremony of Shankaracharya, there is a ceremony called Brahma Jagaranam. You have to remain awake whole night, but where? Not at home, at the place where the ceremony is being performed. At a quiet, lonely solitude of a smashana, cremation grounds, where bodies are cremated. And for 3 days I had to be all alone without food, water or anything, and without any clothes, nude. This is sitting. So my asana, my seat was ashes of the human skull and all that, sitting there. That is a test for a Swami, that before he is going to be installed to a great seat, let us test him whether he is fit for this or not. So when I was sitting, you know what happens? A cobra passed that way and crossed this way. I said, if I move, the animal will bite me. Simple idea. I became still. For few seconds, that stupid cobra didn't go anywhere. He stayed here. On the process of going, he should have gone. So few seconds it came in my mind, oh Lord, this Brahma Jagarana is Jagarana of this death. Then I said, oh, who cares? My master said, anyone who meditates, pets, cats, any animal coming in front of that person will start meditating. That is influence of meditation. Remember this. You can see it with your pets. So that immediately that thought came in my mind. After a few minutes, later. How did I know it was cobra? It was so cool. The snakes are very cool. When the snake touched my body, I found ice, a string of ice passing through. Very cool. And it was a hot season. You see. Of course, after that, I wanted to see how big it was. So I looked towards it. It was a big cobra. I thought I had passed. I was happy. Next night, you see, someone was smelling me. I didn't open my eyes. I said, what is the use? If this animal has to eat me, will eat me. If it spares me in the name of God. You know. If you study the best part of this Upanishadic mantra, is not that you are going to Bhadram Karane Vishunyama Deva. This is not very important. There is one word in the end with this. What is that, the best word? Assignment of life. That Paramatman Brahman has assigned you a span of life. Why are you afraid? Fear comes when you are not aware of that assignment. Somebody has assigned you something, you start doing extra work, forget that assignment. You are afraid. Who are caught in the snare of, you see, fears, those who do not follow their assignment. I am assigned to do my job. If I do not do this job, I will be afraid. Fear means not doing your duty rightly, not being aware of your assignment. God has assigned you, Lord, the providence has assigned you certain period. The period. Why are you afraid of death? Death does not come twice. Death comes only once in one lifetime. You see. Don't be afraid. You are fully protected. And when death comes, no matter how many people you employ, it's not going to help you. Death does not hear prayer, anyone's prayer. Death does not spare anyone who is a human being and born in a human form. But how peculiar it is that death frightens life. You have not learned to respect life. That's why death frightens your life. If you learn to respect your life, death has no power to frighten your life. Why are you afraid of death? It means you give more importance to death than to life. It means you do not remember that life is assigned. You see, this prayer makes you aware life is assigned. And that's all. Even after that, if you want to live, you cannot. You can live only if you are one with the Absolute. Yogis, sages do live. That bird which is caught, which is eating fruits, when she establishes her relationship with the bird which does not, Paramatma, Atma, Jivatma, then she can live as long as she wants. The sages who are liberated come to this world to liberate others with their own will. But there are others, they are forced to die and they are forced to be born. Who forces them? Desires. Another point is to deal with is desire. What disturbs you in your meditation, in your prayer, in your contemplation? Your desires. Sit down one day with a pencil and paper on the table. I will not get up unless I found out how many desires I have. Yes. You know what are most important desires. I need a good husband. Okay. I need a good home. Okay. I need a good child. Okay. I need a good car. Okay. I need money to live. Okay. Only 6 things you want. But if you see your desires, there are millions. No, my husband is not good. Perhaps I committed a mistake. Another desire comes. Desire breeds desire. You have only 6, 7 desires, prominent desires, but they breed into many and go on breeding, and there is no end. You have to learn to shun your desires. Desire is fuel to the fire of misery, entanglement. And desire and having attachment, both create disaster in life. Learn to understand your desire world. Desire motivates your thoughts and emotion to function, and that's why you function in the external world. Learn to understand your desires. Those who renounce, what do they renounce? They renounce their own desires. If you are not renouncing your desires, renouncing home, wife, children has no meaning. Poor renunciation. That which is to be renounced is desire. Lust, attachment. A philosophy, you all are thinking, you all are philosophers without any philosophy. You see, you think, but there is no philosophy behind it. There is no philosophy, you see, that is supporting your life. You have many experiences, but is there any experience that helps you in your daily life? No. What good are these experiences? If it is not beneficial and helpful to you, they are of no use. Experience is that experience which leads you, which helps you. Meditation will give you deeper experience. You see. Bible says, knock thee and it will be open unto thee. But it is not written how many times it should be knocked. Dive deep into the ocean and you will find the pearl. It is not written how many times you have to dive. Persist. The sages say, persist. Now you can, modern man cases, they were liars. I think I better live with them than with you people. I don't buy your opinion. I want to be with the liars who were so happy, so peaceful, so calm, so gentle, so great. You see. If you are committing mistake in following truth, it will set right by the quest of truth. That is called truth. Truth has light. Darkness has no light. Don't depend much on external crutches. They will be broken by the passage of time. You see. If you examine, look back, cast your eyes back to the golden step of time, you will come to know you have not done anything. Let you learn to be aware here and now and start meditating. Prayer makes you aware. It strengthens your awareness. It strengthens your determination. How come you eat food every day and you don't pray every day and you don't meditate every day? You think the necessity of body is more important than the necessity of your mind? Spiritual food for mind is very important to have inner strength. And if you do not have inner strength, external strength will be not of much use to you. Therefore decide that every day at the same time I will meditate, no matter what happens. You will find obstacles coming, but don't budge. Obstacles will come as long as you live. You see. As long as you live, eat food, you will have to go to bathroom. As long as you inhale, you will have to sneeze. So don't worry for the obstacles. Many people wait, when old age comes, then I will meditate. Old age is another childhood, but full of folly, where mind remains preoccupied. Whenever you become aware, you start doing this. This is called individual culture, where individual is trying to cultivate his inner knowledge. This is entirely personal, which will help you. Simple way, one by one, to make body still, steady and comfortable. 3 things you need for body when you meditate. Even if you pretend, this pretension, this imitation will help you. Children imitate like father, parents. Those who meditate, children will sit down next to them. You know. This imitation also good. At least you are imitating something nice. Start from here. Still body will give you great physical comfort. When you have great physical comfort, you find delights in your sensual life also, sense life also. And slowly mind accepts that. It soothes your nervous system. It gives rest to that part of muscles which is called involuntary system. Many diseases can be prevented by learning to sit quiet and still. Remember this. Just sitting still. What to do next? The moment you sit still, you will come to know body is still, but breath is not. You should learn to establish serenity in your breath. Serenity in the breath means no rhythm. no noise, no shallowness, and no pause. Now I am going to explain something to you. Pause means killer. If I inhale and not exhale, what will happen? I am dead. If I exhale and never inhale, I am dead. Pause means death. The purpose of yogi to do pranayama exercise to control that pause which is injurious, which leads one to death. That is called kumbhaka. Puraka inhalation, rechaka exhalation. Kumbhaka retention. There are two retentions, retaining the air within, emptying the lungs and retaining it outside, two retention. When unconsciously we create a pause between inhalation and exhalation, that leads a human being to many diseases, psychosomatic diseases, which are called coronary heart diseases, simple thing. Right vagus nerve disturbed, simple thing. Lungs diseases, kidney diseases, because all the diseases are somehow related to any system, and those systems are related to other systems, vital system like the respiratory system. Your motion of lungs is like a wheel in a machine called body. It should be regulated. As a still body gives you physical comfort, stream breath will give you comfort on the finer level of your life, in the finer forces functioning within you. Then comes conscious mind. Conscious mind is a small gate to the large city of thinking. You see, I told you one attitude should be there. Why do you remember a mantra? Remember this. Mantra is a great support in life, a great friend. I am not telling you which mantra, just not the point. If you are Christian, Christian mantra. If you are Sufi, Sufi mantra. Whatever mantra. Mantras are the sound, syllable, set of words and words received at the deep state of meditation by the seers. Bhadram Karnevi. Prayer says, let us hear, O bright beings, those sounds, those words. So that they went to deep meditation, there they heard the sounds, unstruck sounds. But the book of Revelations, Bible says, if you have an ear to hear, you hear it. It is not written, if you have ears to hear, you hear it. No. You already have ears. The Bible says, if you have an ear to hear, you will have to make your whole being as an ear and then hear it. Then those sounds are heard in deep state of meditations. Sound is not known by its meaning. It has no meaning. Sound is known by its vibrations. Those sounds vibrate and give very pleasant, soothing, wonderful effect to your internal states. Slowly, when you are allowing, when all thoughts which are disturbing are exhausted and offered by you willingly to this fire, then what will be your mind? If you remove all thoughts from your mind, where is your mind? Mind means the catalogue of thoughts. There will be no mind. And if you forget all the languages of your mind in which your mind jabbers, what will be, in which language your mind will talk? And if your mind is in deep sleep, what happens to your mind? But in sleep you don't become creative. Every day you sleep and wake up as a fool. You need something which is called sleepless sleep. And that's called meditation. where you need to put your mind in that state, where you are sleeping yet you remain fully awake. That is meditation. A sage comes out of, the fool gets into meditation, comes out as a sage. A fool goes to sleep, comes out as a fool. You've been sleeping, nothing is happening. Let you learn that conscious sleep which is called meditation. Practice. You know, if you don't want to sleep, you can avoid it. If you have that power, then why do you not understand you have power? When you want to sleep, you can sleep. Then you have also got power. You can sleep, yet you can remain awake. That which is called sleepless sleep is deep meditation. First you pray, and prayer makes you aware of your goal, helps you to decide and have sankalp shakti, determination. Then you learn how to sit quiet, and don't do it for half an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, and then start hallucinating. Don't use meditation as escape. It's not a good escape. It's not good. Meditation should be used for relaxation, for rest, not for sleep, to go beyond your conceptualization, perceptualization worlds and go beyond. So you want to go beyond this conscious mind. How do you go? You don't go to the forest, that tropical forest. You allow all the thoughts to come forward. The train is passing. What should be your attitude? Witness. Like the bird of the same tree, in the same tree, one is eating fruit and another is not. Witnessing. You have to be witness. It will not affect you. You have to learn to be witness. What do you mean by seers? Our forefathers, they learned how to witness. They saw things as they are. They did not get involved. They are seers. Seeing is different from the seers. In meditation, you learn to do that. When entire thinking process passes by, you are free. Such a mind is called purified mind. Then that light shines forth. You become like a plate of, like a vessel of water, a reflection of the sun is there all the time. You become like that vessel of water which is full of water and it is inside the ocean. Ocean has water, you are full, you have your own individuality still, but you are liberated. Now, when you remember mantra, don't allow your tongue to move. This is the mere repetition. Or counting mala. No. Many of you form the habit of remembering mantra in breath, which is dangerous. Only when your teacher says this mantra should be remembered in the breath, then you do it. You don't remember every mantra in the breath. All mantras do not suit your breath. I can give you the research on it. Now, some odd mantra if you remember in your breath, it will create jerks in your breath. The jerks are related to your pumping station heart. If pumping station heart also jerks, it will not give pure flow to your brain. Your memory you will lose, there will be damage to you. So that which is meant for good. No. There are mantras which are meant to be adjusted in the breath, with the breath. And there is a stage when it becomes ajapa ajapa. Ah means no, you are not remembering, yet you are remembering. You awake and mantra is going on. You are eating food, mantra is going on. You are talking to somebody, mantra is going on. Mantra means that awareness, center of awareness. Janaka and several others used to do 10 things at a time. While it is accepted fact, both by Eastern and Western psychology, that mind has no capacity to do 2 things at a time. Mind attends 1 thing at a time. It's a speed of mind that makes you aware, that makes you believe that mind does 2 things. Yogis have that ability to attend 10 things at a time. And all things are perfect. But that which is predominant in their life is remembering Lord's name. Japa. If you cannot sit in meditation, doesn't matter. Then whole day from morning till evening, remember Lord's name. There are many mantras in Christian order, Jewish order. Mantra is compact prayer. Now mantra can be used, oh Lord, if you are serving my boss, let my boss be happy. Give me increment. And you are remembering mantra for that. It's not good. Your prayer should not make you bigger. Prayer should allow you to unfold, to grow in life. Your prayer should not be self-centered. That feeds your ego. Whatever prayer you have been doing, conducting, it's feeding your ego. Lord, give me this, Lord, give me this, Lord, give me this. You never say, Lord, take it from me, Lord, take it from me. See, what do you become? You don't become bigger, giver, you become bigger. That is considered to be very petty prayer. It will not allow you to grow. It will allow you to remain as a little baby who always wants mother's attention, father's attention, holding mother's, you see, down all the time. Mother, give me this and give me this and give me this. Then nothing comes out of mouth but give me this. Such a prayer is injurious. God-centered prayer. Oh Lord, I know I have many defects, Lord. Defects like many holes in a flute. But Krishna played with that flute. I have many defects, Lord. Many times I determined to do something I cannot. I know it's not good, but my form, my habits. Help me, give me strength, Lord. Lead me to that strength, vigor and light. Purify my internal state so that I become thy instrument serving others. Pray in your own language. That language which is difficult, do not pray in that language. The language which you use is speaking to your mother when you were a little baby. You communicated well. Same language you use talking to your Lord of life within you. Pray wholeheartedly, intensely. Your all prayers are heard, provided you pray. Now you have done prayer in the beginning. You have done this stilling body, breath and mind. Then comes contemplation. What is contemplating about? I am not body alone. I have a body. It's important for me to have body. But I spend so much time only for my body and my body relationship. Is it healthy for me? Then I always want to protect this body. It is not possible. This body grows. From egg it has become a child, from child it is growing, it has become adult, from adult to youth, youth to old age, it will go to death. making it as good instrument, I should not be attached to this. The body is not my good friend, though I need it instrument. This sort of brooding is called contemplation. As I have a body, I have a breath too. I am a breathing being. And as I have physical body and breathing being, I am a thinking being too. But not only breathing being, physical being and thinking being, I have that immortality within me, which is the very basis of the existence of body, breath and mind. Why am I not aware of this? Why I forget this? Why my senses lead me towards physical things and enjoying physical things only? Why have I not learned enjoying the kingdom of that spirituality, kingdom of the consciousness, kingdom of the truth within me? When you start contemplating, you become more aware of this, and your determination gives you inner strength, and then you enjoy life. May God bless you, give you all the light that you need on the path of spirituality, make you happy within and without. That is my wish. Peace, peace, peace.